but, you know.
But Zerg versus Zerg, right? And it was a
Yeah.
very Zerg versus Zerg group.
Yeah. 8-15 as well.
8-15. Wow.
And Jat even went through the side that wasn't as much like that, too.
All the
Yeah, the
Zergs
side-
have played each other
Yeah.
in this group.
Well, we gotta thin the herd a little bit. Okay.
Although Rush going down is a pretty big upset, actually.
Yeah. Rush is a player that I'm never really surprised if he doesn't make it in. But he's like one of the guys I look at as the future of Terran at the same time.
Yeah.
Where it's like, in the next 2 years, he will be a top 5 Terran.
His Terran versus Zerg is so incredible.
It's so good, right? And I like his other matchups, too. Like, he plays a very strong TVP. I never get to see anyone play TVT. It's so rare. No one ever
no one
pays
wants
for
to
those.
just spawn game TVT.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone's just practicing and playing spawn games, and it's just, I never get to see that matchup. I think I get to see more ZvZs and more PvPs than TVTs.
Okay, 9-pill versus Overlord. It looks like the Overlord was like 20 minerals late or something.
So if he goes 12 pool here, really, really good for him?
Yeah, 12 pill is the way to go right now. If he goes 12 hatchery, he's going to have to hold somehow, which is possible in this map. So I just kind of don't like 9 pill in this map.
Well, it's 12 pool, so you're going to not like it even more. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Like, I like to see new players do well, but Action's been around for like a really long time. He's known for his work ethic. I feel like his skill has been raising a lot in the past year, because he just got out of the military last summer. And I want to see him do well in some of these tournaments. I want to see some action in the round of 4 and stuff. You know, I think that's not that far out of his reach, but right now, looking at these build orders, it's not feeling good.
I mean, it's not completely build or counter you win for sure.
Yeah.
It's like you have to also earn it.
Yeah.
You have to defend well, Zerglings, which is not always easy.
Oh, a very quick layer here. So not speed first. The expansion is going up for Jat.
He sees the lungs of the Overlord, knows exactly what's coming, pill off gas, and take your drones down, maybe take like 2 or 3 drones, micro with your Zerglings. Okay, only pills 2. Very confident in his micro.
Yeah, pulls the 2 drones. I like it. And he actually started Zergling speed, right? So he's actually going to have speed before Action does.
It looks like Action's made a mistake here and made 4 Zerglings at once instead of 2 come, 2 come. So he's got a little bit of a delay before his overwhelming Zergling force comes, but it looks like he's gone actually a layer first, so he's not even going to try. He's just going to go home.
Time to sit on top of the ramp.
Yep.
Now, because we saw Jack get that Zergling speed rather quickly, and now he has 2 hatches, is this a Ling flood, do you think? Or do you play it a bit more conservatively and go for spores?
I think I would go for the Ling flood, just
Yeah.
because the Spire is so soon with the layer first.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really hard to get anything done because the SimCity is pretty good here because the pill, when you're in this position, you can put the sunken like under the pill.
Yeah.
And you can drill between the gas
amazing.
and the minerals.
Yeah, you might even be able to get it to go on both sides of the sunken, huh? Is it possible if you left align your drones to the hatchery?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait,
no,
if
yeah,
it's
between the
touching
gas
it,
and
then
the
it's always
mineral.
there. Yeah.
And it's also like a 1 drone gap between the sunken and the hatchery, so
Oh, that's amazing.
you can just like stack the drones on top of each other, and it's really hard to kill any of them.
A lot of drones actually being made by Jad, so I'm not sure that he's committing that. Oh no, another group of circlings as well, I guess.
What are these drones doing? Wow.
Oh, I like this. I like this. The drones can actually screw this up because they shoot over Zerglings if you hold position them right up next to them.
He's so confident that he doesn't need to make a sunken, so he hasn't made a sunken at all.
And he's right, too.
Yeah,
Like,
his
there's been a
opponent's
lot of
making
droning.
Yeah, it's only drones.
And even having those drones there, like, that's just extra damage being put on.
Yeah, you just can't attack into that with how many Zerglings he has.
And now the mutas are out. Okay.
Gonna take the Overlord first. Come over.
Okay. Oh, he just did it before I could ask you. I was going to say, does this look like a position where you're going to go ahead and expand? And it is. Action expands. All right,
Yeah.
we actually have a pretty cool ZvZ on our hands. I like it.
Yes, this is pretty good. I think he needs to get a few drone kills with his mutas. Or some sort of damage done. Usually you want to wait for like 5 mutas and one-shot a few drones, or just go 4 mutas and then Zerglings. And then you use the mutas to kill the Zerglings, because 4 mutas will one-shot a Zergling.
Ah.
So it's either 4 or 5, depending on what you want to do. It looks like it's
What
only
about
gone
3?
3,
Is 3
which
good?
is peculiar. But I
There's-
guess he does have more at home.
Well, starting as harassment, then using some defensively, it looks like at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's playing this
good
very,
ult.
very well.
Yeah. Very clutch play here from Action. Felt like maybe he got a slight disadvantage from the build order, but overall, his moves are just really on point. Jat at the same time, though. Like, he has his 2 bases. He's got his spores up now. He has the 2 gases mining. So, in a situation like this, where it's slowed down a little bit, later natural for Action, and the spores are up, who do you favor? Who do you look at and say, this is the position I'd want to play from?
Okay, I look at Action and I'm saying, this is more of my kind of style here.
Oh, okay.
I've got the aggression, and I like that kind of thing, like being in control of the aggression and trying to bust in here, the Zerglings and the mutas. Or it's so hard to defend for a beast. Like, especially with
Yeah.
those gap here, oh dear.
Oh, those Lings getting in. Okay, it actually has pretty good defensive formation
Yeah,
with
he
these
just
Lings.
loves Zerglings that comes out.
Yeah, and his mutas are starting now. The gas just disappeared, so Scourge or mutas are both going to be popping out.
And Action has not started his gas at the second phase.
Yeah,
And he's not making drones.
but you know what? I feel like every time he kills a couple Scourge without taking a hit, it's like he mined 75 gas.
Yeah, that is true. But how does he defend now? He's just stuck. Like, he doesn't have static defense like Jack
That's true,
does.
that's true.
So he has to go home with his mutas and just sit there forever.
Yeah, and with the Lings threatening the attack ups, like, that is pretty annoying. Oh, it's going to be some drones.
Oh, that is very painful, losing those 2 drones. He needed those to mine the gas.
Ooh!
Wow.
The 3rd drone!
That is really going to be costly for him. And a lot of the time with 9 pill against 12 pill like this, you can throw down like a 3rd hatchery and make a lot of drones if you're 9 pill to try and catch up again, but he went for the just keep making mutas style, so he can't do that because he tried to go for the bust instead. So now the game's a little more even, although I still kind of like it for Action. Cause
Really?
Yeah, he did
Okay.
get his.
I thought you'd switch after he lost those 3 drones, but
Yeah.
he does have a lead on the carapace. Both sides are getting carapace this game. But the thing is, I don't know if the carapace lead does anything this game, because you can't force an engage against 4 spores, right?
Kind of.
How would you go about doing that?
You'd have to just like flood over and just like insta-kill one of the spores by making your opponent sort of slightly out of position, and then maybe like back off a little and force them to chase you. And
Do you do that with Scourge or with Lings to get him out of position?
I mean, you can do either, but it looks like he's not going to make any more Lings because he wants to win the meter battle.
Ooh.
Oh, that is painful. That is very painful. Now you just fly home and sort of hang your head in shame.
He had the carapace, but yeah, it's pretty hard to to get that going. Great vision above there with those overlords.
Okay, sending back the weak mutas and still coming back to try and pick up any Scourge or scouting zerglings or third base drones.
In a situation like this, would you instantly go for +1 attack after your armor's done? If it seems like there's no way to kill, you just continue upgrades?
That's interesting, but
Uh-oh.
I feel like you have to just go for the one timing. He was kind of unable to do that. So
Kill
it's
that
gonna be very
Scourge, that's
hard.
easy. I could kill that Scourge. Do it. It's free. It's free. Kill it. Thank you. Hey, Jat actually doesn't have that carapace yet, but he's pushing. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, here we go.
Jat still
Is
doesn't
he
have the
throwing?
carapace.
I think he's throwing again a little.
Yeah. What the hell? He doesn't have his carapace. Did he cancel it? Oh no, it just finished. It just finished.
That's
That was what we call anti-timing. He literally did the entire engagement, got +1 carapace, and flew away.
it looks like a free game at that point. 'Cause
Wow, he's really going to kick himself, isn't he?
oh, he's moving.
Oh.
Oh, and he's got the third base coming, but can he defend it? He would have been fine to
Gosh.
defend it. He didn't have to attack because he
Yeah.
had the third base coming.
Huh.
No actions added on Jones, trying to get a third himself.
It's a bit of a heartbreaker for Jad. That chase back seemed like it was okay for him until the full engagement against one carapace.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
really didn't have to do that. I don't understand.
And now he sees 2 drones going up there. I wonder why 2 drones. Maybe he's going to double expand. No, the hatchery's already there. Get it. Okay,
The counterattack is coming.
look at that. He actually
Before he
feel like he
goes
sensed
back,
that.
Yeah, he was like, okay, well, he's definitely not defending.
Ooh. Oh. No way. No way, actually. What? Really? That's like, he has 2 clumps of mutas. How can he? I guess the other one coming up quickly? I don't know. Oh, +2 carapace. We're getting serious now.
Oh, against attack.
Yeah.
So Carapace is way stronger.
Costs a lot more, though. 125 gas more.
But when you're making this many meters, it's just worth it.
Yeah, once it finishes, what a big deal.
Wow, looks like action just demolished him.
Well,
Can't believe you threw that game there.
a veteran here. This is Jat's chance. He's attacking a Spore. Yeah, it's just not enough. Maybe you stop engaging that.
He only has like 5 meters. I think action doesn't even realize that there's only a few meters there. He thinks there's more than there is. So he's kind of scared to engage it.
I like the safety.
He's waiting for
Is he going to lose that
frustrating.
to 1 lane?
No, this, whatever's in this egg has got to kill it, surely.
What if it's a drone, though?
Maybe it still kills it because it's like clicked on the hatchery.
Yeah. Alright. They killed it. You were right.
Handicap drone. Rally drone.
Alright. Gonna go back home. That was a bait drone is what we call that. A lot of spores at this third, but Chat is getting far enough behind. I think it's time for other tech. Now, I know that ZvZs almost never get beyond this stage, but do you think it's better to go Devourer or to go Defiler?
Devourer is definitely the way to go, I think.
Yeah? Why is it Devourer and not... Because Plague is, like, pretty hilarious.
But this map is like, it's kind of hard to get your Defiler to land on
Oh,
anything.
yeah, I definitely agree on that. Do you like a Queen a little bit later on?
Yeah, I like on this map, Queen is very good because you have to go between your bases a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get caught by an ensnare very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're out of position, then they can fly around and kill your drones or your spores or whatever.
Alright. Oh. Trouble Jat. New Jat.
You did kill a few drones, but like, do you want to trade 5 minutes for 5 drones at this point? Not really.
I don't think so. The mutas cost more.
nice. Maybe we're gonna get one more. These Zerglings could be nice.
Well, at this point, with how many mutas he lost, 100% he has to do something else.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be really hard for him to defend now. Now he's throwing away all those mutas to trade for drones.
I think it's either time that you put down 5 more spores at every base, or you do something else.
Yeah, I think he's going for that. He's going for the mass spores, but his main is very weak actually.
I think he's just gonna die to these, whatever action brings.
Yeah, Ling's going one side, Muta's going the other side.
Yeah.
How do you defend both sides? We can't do it.
Spores eventually don't counter mutas. All right, well, action. Looking like he's got this victory. There's no way.
Yeah, there's a counterattack coming, but there's only like 8 mutas or so.
Oh, well,
But
turns around.
He kind of lets him live there a little, but...
Oh, he's going to finish off the hatchery.
Very cute. But now, how does he get these mutas out? He's going to need an insane split.
Oh, it's a pretty good split.
Okay, you need to get
But
a couple of these on.
I mean, doesn't Action just have enough mutas to go across the map and kill more stuff? Right?
Maybe he can survive by building loads more spores, but he's going to have to outplay Action so much
Yeah.
with this much turtling he's doing.
And Action's going to have 2-1 eventually against 1-1. Or 1-2. I like to say it like magic cards.
Yeah, and Action's just like, John, because he's never going to be behind on mutas now.
Mm.
After all those suicided
Oh my
mutas.
god. Look at how many mutas we have.
Wow, it doesn't even matter how many scourge that was.
Why is he keeps running? This is
He's
not
just playing
losable,
very
right?
safe. He's just like, how do I lose this? It's probably by staying here too long.
Yeah. It's by endless scourge hitting everything.
And he did just make a giant round of drones, so... Although, I feel like, where did he send his drones to? They're just like all over the map right now. Scouting drones.
Yeah. How many mutas is Jack going to lose this game?
He's just suiciding them. He's like, drone for a muta? Okay, I'll take that too.
Yeah, take that trade for days. Well, if you trade a muta for a drone, it's got to kill 2 drones, and then you have to have Scourge kill muta. That's what it's got to be, I think. That's the right trade for Jet. Jet is down over 20 supply right now. My god.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine that you can do anything, but he does have the third base mining better.
It's like, the thing is, spores are good, but I feel like when you have this
these
type of
drones.
meat advantage,
Please.
it's time to expand everywhere. What is he doing with these?
They're just lost.
Okay, Queen's Nest. Yes, it's time.
But I feel like he's the wrong player to go Queen's Nest.
No, Jat is the wrong player?
I feel like Action should be the one with the Queen's Nest right now. Because he wants to just like hit and ensnare on these mutas that are like flying around trying to pick up drones.
See, I was thinking
I guess he could like ensnare Action's main army and then try and swing around for the drones, but...
Or if they're over the spores, maybe? I don't know.
Or, I mean, he's probably going hive, actually, because it's like the Hail Mary, I hope I can plague all the mutas, or I hope all these acid spores will get me into the game.
God, if Jat ends up winning this one, I'm going to be so impressed. Oh, he sees the hive! That is a quality scout right there.
But what does he do seeing the hive? Like, he's probably thinking...
You
there's
attack.
hive.
Yeah.
You just go, oh, well, I guess I just go now.
Look how many Scourge he has. He's up 31 supply.
He really needs to attack where Jat isn't for the first initial attack, because there's so many spores.
Okay, he's trying to lure him over with this little group.
There's still these drones just roaming around the map.
I want to see what tech this is. Come on. Show me. Defiler Mound or Greater Spire or both. Acid Spores and
Weird
Plague.
Inspire.
And a Queen for good measure.
You could do. I think a queen is very good, even if you have Devour.
Yeah, yeah. I think one Queen is really underrated in like every matchup.
You're both going Hive, but Jet does have the faster Hive.
I am very excited about this. Devourers might be coming into here.
He could try and hit him while the mules are in cocoon.
I mean, it's hard to tell how far ahead you are or not in ZvZ because you know the mutas clump so much and everything. Do you think that Action is misjudging this, or is this completely fine to bring it into the stage of the game?
I think Action's playing it pretty safe and is like, I don't know if it's the way to do it, but it's our way to do it that's probably going to work. So
Yeah. Oh, the Defiler mounted as well. Yes, Jet. Yes.
Is it 2 Defiler mounts or just 1?
One. And a Spore for good measure. Okay, we're gonna have Devourers coming up. Oh, +1 melee. That's a good idea actually.
Yeah, go for the building killing.
Okay, if you both get into Devourers, what does that look like? Does it get to be... Because Devourers are actually countered by Scourge.
Yeah, so you need to try and land Scourge on your opponent's Devourers while they try and do the same to yours, and whoever kind of...
But mutas can beat the Scourge, right? So how does... What does this actually turn into?
Like the craziest micro battle, but really, actually, people just usually just go like, well...
Yeah.
Chuck it all in.
Send it all. It's like, okay, I don't want to do
It's
this.
kind of hard to micro like 5 groups of mutas and Devourers.
Yeah, for sure. So 4 bases right now for Action, but better tech, at least for the moment for Jad. This is a deciding game. This weird game is going to decide who's in KSL.
That's crazy. Whoever has like the best hive tech ZvZ wins.
Are you supposed to move out right now?
Well, he does
He has
have the
Defiler Mount.
timing.
I don't think you should be moving out. I think you wait.
Well, his opponent doesn't have his hive tech, and he does have Devourers. And if he can land just a few acid spores on like a clump of mutas,
Yeah.
then your mutas are going to destroy those mutas.
Acid Spores are pretty crazy. Oh, but they start attacking the Scourge. That's not what you want. Ooh! They're so slow at attacking. It's so funny. That
Yeah.
must be why they slow other units' attacks. It's because they're salty about how slow they are.
They actually have like a crazy long range, but you wouldn't expect it to be that long. Just because they're so
Yeah.
slow that you don't usually see them
Yeah.
get it off.
Hey, he's actually eliminated one of the bases here. Look at this Defiler Mount on both sides. You know what's really funny is Swarm can be used as well.
Yeah, even if it's just swarms are linked to kill buildings.
Okay, this is kind of an interesting attack, but Action takes some acid spores and turns around pretty quickly.
Even just a few acid spores, your mutas just
Yeah.
evaporate from
It's
the
negative
bounces.
armor. This is so crazy. I can't believe that this is a deciding game. If this was like game 2, I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Look at that, 2-2 upgrades. Whoa. And now, Action's only up 10 supply. He was up 30 for a really long time. Whoever loses this game will kick themselves, I promise. They'll be very frustrated.
I think Action's more likely to be like, I could have won that completely.
Yeah. Once he looks back at it, he's gonna wait a minute. I could have killed so much. And now that the Defilers are gonna come out, does this just come down to who can plague first?
I mean, it's hard to go towards your opponent now, so maybe both players are just going to sit there and be like, well, your move.
Is there an 100% ultimate unit comp that can be made that nothing beats?
Like, I think like the end game is like lurkers, swarms, and tigers and everything with the plague.
Yeah, how funny is that? I actually think you're right about that. Oh my god. This is so silly. What am I watching? I don't even know what's going on here. Everything's purple and green.
Look how fast he dives for.
Oh my god. Now he's up over 40 supply. Okay, now we need Jat to switch it up. No more mutas. No more mutas. We just need plagues. Plague Devour.
I think just like Zerglings and Swarms running around trying to kill buildings and just eliminate your opponent can be pretty strong here.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have lurkers, so he can't really defend against that.
+2. Okay. Adrenal, yeah. But you know what counters Hydras and Hydras under Swarm? Ultras. What about that? Can we see Ultras? But you know what counters that? Broodlings. You know what counters Queens, though? Queen Spore is the end game, I think.
Queen Spore.
Queen Spore push.
Just like using Broodling on a single Zergling.
Yes.
Just pulling back again.
Can't you actually Broodling larva?
Yeah, and then just run the Broodlings to your opponent's face.
So you'll eventually kill your opponent by just Broodling in its larva. If all that's left in the game is your opponent's hatchery and a queen.
Does it take like 10,000 arrows though?
Yes. So the experts at the end.
Okay, Action does have a base here at 1 o'clock that is going to maybe win him the game if it's not unchecked.
I just need to see some plagues at this point.
Oh, so sad. No play.
That was like a high energy one too, and still lost drones out of the map.
It's got these little control groups of there when they're trying to help defy there.
Can you tell that that's one of Action's? It's their eyebrows. You have to look at their eyebrows to tell who owns them. Isn't that funny? I didn't even notice that they had eyebrows until right now when I was looking for what makes them look different.
Is that really eyebrows?
Oh, for sure those are eyebrows. Look at them. They're very fancy flying units. Ooh, plagues
Okay.
begin.
Two more of those.
Oh my god, please plague that.
Oh, it's so scary to attack anywhere.
Everything is scary. This is where you make one Guardian, make everything out. Your
He
one
did
Guardian.
make one Guardian. I think it died.
Oh, really? Wow, I'm smart.
Oh, he's got an Ultra.
Oh, he's gonna get
Cavern.
face.
I saw the Ultra's Cavern.
I told you, it's only a matter of time till we get Queens out.
But the Queen
Yes!
Energy's gonna take too long, right?
Well, not when you're in a complete stalemate.
Like
right?
he has to make them right now.
I
'Cause
can't
think
believe
there's like
this.
a timing coming where if he just goes with Ultras, it's like how do you stop it?
Well, Guardians first. But you have to pick off.
But
Your,
it's gonna
your
take a long
Guardians have to
time.
be out on the map,
Yeah.
stopping defilers from getting in.
So many defilers just going down for free. It makes me so sad.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Like, no, those things are really hard to kill, believe me.
Oh, plague.
Ooh. Look at this push. I love this. I love this. Oh, he's getting that plague. Here we go. Here we go.
No, he wouldn't swarm. Really?
Oh, the plague would just be so juicy, though. No, I don't. I don't know what's going on.
What a crazy game.
Yeah, this is an epic one.
Wow, crackling to demolish buildings.
I feel like 1,000 years from now, the best Zerg players of the day are going to look back onto this game and milk is going to come out of their nose because they're going to be like, really, guys? Should have skipped right to Queen Ultra. Well, this is a wild game. Jat GG's it, which means that Action advances. That was crazy.
That was definitely the craziest ZvZ we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was an excellent ZvZ though. Cheers to Jat for holding on and making it into a wild game. I think Action could have ended him earlier though, for sure. 30 supply up. Like, we're seeing bases with 2 hurt spores and 2 healthy spores, but your 30 supply up, I think you can just break it.
Yeah, there was this one moment where he was in his opponent's main, and there was like not even a spore, just one building, and then he pulls back everything to deal with like 5 meters.
Maybe he knew that eventually, by the time he got Ultraless Cavern, like he was always going to win because his opponent doesn't know that Ultras are the next thing. Crazy, crazy series, though. Congratulations to Action. So far, qualifying today, we have 5 players out of the 12.